Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the play-by-play Game 2 between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. What is going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday. How are you all feeling? How are you all feeling about tonight's game? Are the Yankees going to win the series tonight? Yankees had a dominant performance last night against the Houston Astros, led by Max Fried, who had a fantastic outing. Trent Grisham with a grand slam. Jazz Chisholm Jr. hitting two home runs. Gotta love it, folks. Gotta love it. Yankees put on a heck of a performance last night. Will they be able to do the same tonight? Will they be able to win the series tonight? Let me all know, folks. Let me know in the chat, and I'll put a poll out there real quick. Let me just do this real quick. How are you all feeling? Appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. Let's get those likes up, people. Let's try to get to 50 likes if we can. Here we go. I'll go ahead and start that poll right now. There you go, folks. Let me know what you all are thinking. And I'm looking at these other scores right now. Top of the fifth, Toronto and Cincinnati are tied up at 5. And Cleveland's beating Boston right now 7-1. So, if Toronto loses, Boston loses. I mean, this is a must-win for the Yankees. Of course, Will Warren is going to be on the mound for the Yankees. It's going to be his first career start against the Houston Astros. Let's see how the Yankees do tonight, though. Let's see how they do. Let's see what's up to the chat real quick. Railbird, first person in the building. What is up, man? How are you doing? Jockey Boy, well, once again, thank you for becoming a member. Brooklyn's in the house. What's up, Susan? How are you? Katie's in the building. What is up? Peanut is in the building. What is up? How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, folks. Happy Wednesday. So the game should start here in about a few minutes. And as I'm looking at the scores here, Toronto has regained the lead against the Reds. So they're winning 6-5 right now against the Reds in the top of the fifth. And Cleveland's beating Boston 7-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Tampa Bay is beating Seattle 4-0 in the bottom of the second. So those are a few games that I'm going to be paying attention to, no doubt. And there's Houston, Texas, city of Houston. Yankees right now leading. They're trailing the Blue Jays by 2.5 games in the AL East, and they are leading slightly in the wild card. The Red Sox are just half a game behind them. The only difference is the Yankees have one less loss. So Red Sox are right behind them, followed by the Mariners. Rangers, Royals. I mean, the Rangers, Royals, and Rays are very much in it. The Rays are 3.5 games out here, folks. So anything is possible. All right, and the Astros have taken the field. Alexander's on the mound. So Yankees starting lineup: Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Giancarlo Stanton, Ben Rice, Austin Wells, Anthony Volpe, Ryan McMahon. Will Warren is on the mound. This is his first career start against the New York Yankee or Houston Astros. What's up, Petruzzi? What's up, Sunil? How is it going? Richard Chin, how are you? What is up? Well, let me pull the game cast. Let me get the game cast on the screen here. Yeah, so Yankees need to do work against this guy this time around, because Jason Alexander did work against the Yankees the last time. He was pitching a no-hitter, like we discussed in the pregame. The game should start here momentarily as Alexander's warming up. What up, Jacob Frederick? Your boys are killing the Red Sox there, dude. Astros defense, you have Alvarez, Trammell, Sanchez in the outfield. In the infield, you have Correa, Pena, Urias, Caratini in the infield. Altuve at DH. Diaz is catching. Alexander is on the mound. There's Aaron Boone looking on, and here we go. The game is underway. Trent Grisham leading things off. First pitch is a strike. 0-1 to Trent Grisham. As Alexander sets here on the 0-1, here's the pitch. Outside, 1-1. This guy does throw a lot of sinkers, so beware. As Alexander sets here on the 1-1, here's the pitch. That is called ball 2. Alexander thought that was a strike, but it's 2-1 now to Trent Grisham. And a 2-1. Big swing and a miss. 2-2. Got him with the changeup. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Grisham. Yeah, Grisham's not slugging against non-fastballs, not great. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with the changeup. 1 down here in the top of the first, and that'll bring up Aaron Judge. Brian Walsh is your home plate umpire. He is pitcher friendly. More strikes up and down, more outside strikes. This is his 3rd season as a Major League Baseball umpire. Let's see how he does tonight. And here's the first pitch, and Judge hits that ball into right field, but it is playable for Sanchez, who makes the play. So 2 outs just like that. And let's see what Cody Bellinger does here with 2 outs. Let's see if he can keep this inning alive. What's up, Joseph? Yeah, I'm ready for the NFL there, Jacob. Last 14 games for Bellinger. Fantastic numbers. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now to Cody Bellinger. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, top of the first. As Alexander sets here on the 2-0, the pitch. There's a strike, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now to Cody Bellinger. Let's see if Bellinger is able to get on base here as Jazz Chisholm Jr. is waiting on deck. Aaron Boone looking on. And that is a line drive foul ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now to Bellinger. Alexander sets. Here's the payoff. And it's ball 4 to Cody Bellinger. So that's Alexander's first walk of the game. Bellinger keeps it alive, draws a walk, and that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr., who had himself a game last night, hitting 2 home runs, both off of lefties, mind you. What's up, Brandon Lee? What's going on? He says Jays have hit 5 home runs and come back from 5-0. Yeah, I'm looking at the scoreboard, man. I'm looking at the scoreboard as I'm calling this game. Jays making it happen. As Jazz fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. So 2 outs, top of the first. Man on first, 0-0 game. 0-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Home plate umpire telling Alexander to make eye contact with Jazz. And here we go. Alexander sets here on the 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Jazz Chisholm Jr. with 2 outs. Bellinger's at first. Let's see what Jazz does here. Can he keep the inning going? Here's the 0-2. And struck him out looking. Outside corner. Got him with the sweeper. And the Yankees strand one. No runs, no hits, no errors. We are going to the bottom of the first. And just like that, we are in a commercial break. What is up, Stephen B? How's it going? But I appreciate all of you tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're new, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. So, an uneventful first inning. So let's see what Will Warren does here is in his first career start against the Houston Astros. So Susan's saying, I have a bad feeling that Warren's going to give up some runs. I mean, understandable. Right, I mean, he's going up against an experienced Astros lineup, right? I mean, especially with Correa and Altuve, those are the guys that the Yankees, Warren has to really worry about. So we'll see how he does against those guys. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday night. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their evening. All right, let's get back. So I'll pull up the game cast here in a moment, but Jeremy Pena, Yordan Alvarez, Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa, Jesus Sanchez, Yainer Diaz, Victor Caratini, Ramon Urias, Taylor Trammell, starting lineup for the Astros. Alexander, 1-0 record against the Yankees, and that was from his last start. And here's Will Warren, 28 starts, 8-6 record, 4.30 ERA, 136 innings. He's given up 16 home runs, 60 walks, has 149 strikeouts. Opponents average 248. So not a bad rookie season. He has his ups and downs, but he's learning on the fly. You know what I mean? Like this guy wasn't even expected to be part of the rotation. He's up here, part of the rotation because of the injuries to the Yankees rotation, but I'd say he's done a good job. Still plenty for him to learn. Let's see how he does against the Astros in his first career start against the Houston Astros as he is getting ready to pitch. Yankees defense, outfield, you have Stanton, Grisham, Bellinger. Infield, McMahon, Volpe, Jazz, Rice. Wells is at the dish. Judge is DHing. Warren is on the mound. So Wells looks like he's having some issues with his equipment. Looks like we might be ready to go. What's up, Pixelmon? All right, and we're ready to go. As Warren sets here against Pena. First pitch. Strike one. Got him with the four-seam fastball. 0-1 to Jeremy Pena. Still have some issues there. What's going on here? Let's get back to the game here. 0-1 count to Pena. Warren sets here on the 0-1. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-1. Yo, what up, Ace? What up, Lou? What up, Pixelmon? What is going on there, fellas? Appreciate you all tuning in. Ball goes to the backstop. 2-1 now to Jeremy Pena. As Warren sets here on the 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Jeremy Pena. Let's see if Warren can get his first strike out of the game. Warren sets here against Pena. Here's the 2-2. And that is a line drive right to McMahon as he makes the play for out number 1. And that'll bring up Alvarez to the plate. Yordan Alvarez. And here's Alvarez. Pitches outside 1-0. As Warren sets here on the 1-0. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Outside 2-1 now to Alvarez. The 2-1. There's a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Alvarez. Here's the 2-2. Outside. Full count now to Alvarez. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Let's see if Warren could get a strikeout here. As Warren sets here on the 3-2. Here's the pitch. And that is a line drive to right field. And that is a single for Alvarez. As the Astros get their first man on base. So that is a single for Alvarez, and that will bring up Jose Altuve to the plate. Career versus Yankees on the first pitch, 367 batting average, 6 home runs. And that does include the postseason as well. So let's see what Warren does here against Altuve. First pitch is high, 1-0. So Warren needs to be really careful here. As Warren sets on the 1-0, the pitch. That is fouled. Oh, man. That foul ball knocked off Wells' mask. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Altuve. Bottom of the first, man on first. As Warren sets on the 1-1 to pitch. There's a strike, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Altuve. Here's the 1-2. Foul ball. Still 1-2 to Altuve. Toronto now leading 7-5 against the Reds in the top of the 6th. Cleveland still winning 7-1 in the bottom of the 5th against Boston. Tampa Bay is beating Seattle 8-0 in the top of the 3rd. Man, oh man. And back to this game. Warren sets on the 1-2 to pitch. Count now 2-2. The 2-2. Did he go? First base umpire said he did not. It is a full count now to Altuve. Like he held up. Three-two pitch incoming. Here it is. That is popped up. Shallow center. Who's going to make the play? Volpe makes the play for out number 2 as Alvarez gets back to first base. And that'll bring up Carlos Correa to the plate. So let's see what Carlos Correa does here with 2 outs, man on first. What's up there, Andrew? What's up, Dom Anthony? What's going on there, folks? How we doing? Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button on the way in, please. Let's try to get to 50 likes. If you're new and you're watching this, hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And the first pitch to Correa is outside, 1-0. As Warren sets here on the 1-0. Here's the pitch. Foul ball, 1-1. Cool, Andrew. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Time to play that 2-strike horn. See if Warren could get his first strikeout of the game. As he sets here on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. And he did go around. He struck him out. Out number 3. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. And we're going to the top of the second. Good way to start the game for Will Warren. Top of the second will be coming up. And that'll bring up Giancarlo Stanton, Ben Rice, Austin Wells, folks. So let's see how the Yankees do in the top of the second against Jason Alexander. What's up, Ricky? What's going on, dude? How's it going? What's up, Ricky? Shout out to the folks in the chat. Thank you all for tuning in. Guys and gals are the best. Thank you. Once again, make sure you all hit the like button on the way in. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Keep sharing this channel out. Let's continue growing this channel. Appreciate all the new subscribers. You guys and gals are always appreciated. Thank you. What about the Blue Jays, man? Yeah, they made a heck of a comeback. They're winning 7-5 right now in the bottom of the 6th against the Reds. Guardians are still winning top of the 6th against the Red Sox, 7-1. The Rays are beating Seattle 8-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. My God, Mariners are getting owned right now, dude. And the Rays are still very much in it. They're still very much in it. Stephen B says, I'm watching on my phone, switching back and forth. I hear you, bro. All right, let's get back to the game. Yeah, Andrew, 8-0, dude. Kind of weird they're talking about Giancarlo Stanton's butt cheeks. Weirdo. But Giancarlo Stanton's batting stance is different, though. Definitely different. As he's starting things off here in the top of the second, he takes strike 1. Last 18 games for Stanton, 340 average, 7 home runs, 18 RBIs, at 1241 OPS. The man's been on a tear. 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1. 2-1 now to Giancarlo Stanton. Two-one. Big swing and a miss. 2-2. Got him with the sinker. The 2-2. He did not go. The first base umpire said the same thing. Full count now to Giancarlo Stanton. As Alexander sets here under 3-2. Here's the pitch. And Giancarlo Stanton hits that ball deep into left field, and that ball is gone! It's a solo home run for Giancarlo Stanton. Let's go! Giancarlo Stanton, 108.2 exit velo, 403-foot home run for the man, for Big G, Giancarlo Stanton. Let's freaking go! Yankees are up 1-0. So leadoff home run here in the top of the second. And that'll bring up Ben Rice to the plate. And that ball has not landed yet, folks. I'm just letting you all know right now. Tell him there, Petruzzi. You know the truth, bro. You know the freaking truth. And here's Ben Rice. He takes ball one. There's a strike, 2-1. The 2-1. And there's a grounder hit to the second baseman. Urias, who makes the play to first for out number 1. Yeah, Big G sent that one to the moon. There you go, haters. And Austin Wells hits that ball to right field. That's going to go to the wall. That should be a double for Austin Wells as the ball gets away from Sanchez. And that is a 1-out double for Austin Wells. And that'll bring up Anthony Volpe to the plate. And here's Anthony Volpe at the plate. First pitch. Foul ball, 0-1. Petruzzi, you're funny. The score is 7-1 there, Frederick. Your Guardians are winning. Top of the 6th there, dude. 0-1. That is a strike, 0-2. Man, that ball, oh my God. Yeah, he sent that to the moon. Foul ball by Volpe. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Volpe. 1 out here in the top of the second. Wells is at second base. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Let's see if Volpe could drive Wells in. Let's see if the Yankees could score another run. As Alexander sets here on the 0-2. And the pitch. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And Volpe strikes out swinging. Sit down, Volpe. And that is the second strikeout of the game for Alexander. And that will bring up Ryan McMahon, number 9 batter. So let's see if McMahon could keep this inning alive. See if the Yankees could get another run here in the top of the second. First pitch, 1-0. Wells is at second as he takes his lead. Here's the 1-0. Ryan McMahon fouls that pitch off. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. 2-1 now to Ryan McMahon. Here's the 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to McMahon. I like this quote from McMahon. He says, "Oh man, finally I've sucked. I don't think it's a secret, so I'm just trying to get going." You know, gotta appreciate the honesty from the man. He's acknowledging it. He knows he's got to contribute. The 2-2, full count. Full count to Ryan McMahon. Let's see if McMahon can keep this inning alive. Trent Grisham is waiting on deck. Payoff pitch coming. And here it is. And McMahon hits a grounder to Urias, who makes the play to first for out number 3. But the Yankees do get on the board on a Giancarlo Stanton home run. And just like that, the Yankees are on the board. 1-0. We're going to the bottom of the second, folks. What up, Jake? Jake Boss is in the building. What's up, dude? Robert Boom is in the building. What is up? Just want to make sure I say what's up to everybody. Yo, Petruzzi, you still in the chat, Petruzzi? Are you still in the chat, Petruzzi? Let me know, bro. Let me know. Jake Boss, what's up, man? Is Jacob Petruzzi still in the chat? So, commercial break. Let's get those likes up, folks. Let's hit that. Go ahead and sub up if you're not subbed up yet, folks. I would greatly appreciate that. So, Toronto still beating Cincinnati 7-5, top of the 7th. Cleveland still beating Boston 7-1 in the top of the 6th. Tampa Bay beating Seattle 8-0 in the top of the 4th. I don't know, Texas Rangers, what are they doing? They lost 2-0 today to the Diamondbacks. You know, they're still very much in it, too. Yeah, Susan, I mean, that's the well, you know, again, with McMahon, he's got the glove, and I'm glad. It's better than what they had before. Okay, I got you. It's all good. I know he'll kind of hop around to different channels to say what's up. So, but the game will resume here momentarily. Bottom of the second will be coming up. Sanchez, Diaz, and Caratini will be on the mound, or will be coming to the plate. Will Warren will be back on the mound. All right, let's go ahead and pull up the game cast. What's up there, Mr. Cadil? How are you? I am doing well, sir. How are you there, Mr. Cadil? How are you feeling? How's your health going there, sir? I'll try to get the news from your son. And first pitch to Sanchez is a ball, 1-0. As Warren sets on here on the 1-0, the pitch is a strike, 1-1. What's up, Aiden? What's up, bud? How are you doing? Excuse me, folks. As Warren sets here on the 1-1, here's the pitch. And that is a little pop-up, and Bellinger runs in, makes the play. Good hustle by Bellinger. One down here in the bottom of the second. So good job to Cody Bellinger for making the play and taking a potential hit away from Sanchez, and that'll bring up Diaz to the plate. All right, first pitch to Diaz is ball one. Here's the 1-0. Did he go? Yes, he did. First base umpire said he did go around. It is 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Yainer Diaz. As Warren sets here on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. Inside, 2-1. I got you, Katie. As Warren sets here on the 2-1, here's the pitch. And that is hit to right field. Bellinger running back, still running back, and he makes the play. Out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring up Victor Caratini to the plate. Here's Victor Caratini. Let's see if Warren could go 1, 2, 3 here. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Pitches outside, 1-1. As Warren sets here on the 1-1, here's the pitch. And that is a grounder hit back to Warren. And he throws to first, makes the play. 1, 2, 3 inning for Will Warren. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. We're going to the top of the third. Top of the order coming up for the New York Yankees. And we're in a commercial break. All right. So let's see what the top of the order could do against Jason Alexander. Mr. Cadil says, I'm doing fine at present time. I recently went for an MRI. Things seem to be okay for now. Good. I'm glad things are okay. Thanks for all the prayers from our Yankee family. Much appreciated. You're very welcome, man. Very welcome. Game will resume shortly. So it looks like the Blue Jays are winning 8-5 now in the bottom of the 7th against the Cincinnati Reds. And Cleveland is still winning against Boston 7-1. The Rays still winning 8-0, so not a lot has changed. I hope everybody in this chat is doing well. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their evening. Let's get those likes up. Let's try to get to 50 likes if we can. Get those likes up. If you're new and you're watching this, hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing this channel. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Let's see if the Yankees could get some more runs here. Like that they're winning, but as I always say, I'm never comfortable with these 1-0 leads. You know what I mean? Aiden, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's like the Pirates won yesterday and they're winning 3-0 right now. I don't get it. All right, let's get back to the game here. Hey, Cecilia, what's going on? How are you? Did you go and get some food? All right, here's Trent Grisham leading things off in the top of the third. He takes strike one. Grisham 0 for 1 in tonight's game thus far. As Alexander sets here on the 0-1, the pitch is low for ball one, so count now 1-1. One ball, one strike here to Grisham. Here's the pitch. Outside 2-1 now to Trent Grisham. Yeah, you got that right, Mr. Cadil. The worst teams could always beat you. On the worst nights, bad teams could always beat you. You're not wrong about that there, sir. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Trent Grisham as Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. The 3-1. Grisham shows butt, but it's ball 4. So leadoff man is on here in the top of the third as Grisham draws a walk. And here is the captain, Aaron Judge, at the plate. Yeah, Cecilia's mad. Don't make her mad. Don't make her mad. So Judge is tied with Yogi Berra for all-time home runs for the Yankees with 358. Check swing and oh! Well, they are going to tag Grisham out. So Judge will get to first on a fielder's choice. I mean, nothing you could really do there. Pizza, salad, and a glass of wine. Oh, okay. Aiden, it's baseball, buddy. It's baseball. Sometimes these things happen. There's no rhyme or reason there, bud. But we have a runner on first. Judge is at first base. 1 out, top of third. Here's Cody Bellinger, who drew a walk in his last at bat as he takes ball 2, 2-0. The 2-0. 3-0 now to Cody Bellinger. Alexander sets here on the 3-0. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Yeah, there wasn't. There wasn't. And Grisham held up just because he thought he was going to make the catch, but he didn't. As Bellinger hits a grounder, steps on the as Caratini steps on the bag. So Bellinger's out. Judge moves over to second with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate. So Roman Anthony expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks for the oblique strain. Ohtani hits his 100th career home run with the Dodgers. Nolan McLean is 4-0 with a 1.37 ERA, 28 strikeouts, first 4 starts for the New York Mets. Jazz swings and misses 0-1. As Alexander sets here on the 0-1, the pitch. Pitch is in the dirt, 1-1. The 1-1. Foul ball, 1-2. And here's Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. See if Jazz could get on base. Be great for the Yankees to score another run here. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Jazz strikes out. And we are going to the bottom of the third. Still a 1-0 game. Let's see how Warren does in the third. It's going to bring up Urias, Trammell, and Pena. So 8-9-1 batters will be coming up in the bottom of the third. Yeah, I mean, losing Roman Anthony is a blow for sure. I think they can still make the postseason, but not having Anthony though, it's gonna hurt them. But the Yankees are up 1-0. Let's see if Cincinnati has a comeback in them. They were winning 5-0, and then Toronto just came back and took over, and now they're winning 8-5 in the bottom of the seventh. And the Guardians are beating Boston 7-1 in the top of the seventh. So the Yankees are winning this game 1-0 at the moment. But I appreciate all you folks tuning in. And let's get those likes up. Let's get some new subs. Appreciate all the new subscribers. If you're new and you're watching this, please hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing this channel. Yes, sir. Still playing that background music, man. Just kind of takes away from the awkward silence. You know what I mean? So y'all have some tunes to enjoy. Just relaxing tunes, you know? Nothing crazy. Can you all believe it's September? I know I've been saying it, but football season starts here, folks. Yeah, I play it low. I don't want it to be like too loud, but here we go. Back to the game. And Ramon Urias will lead things off here for the Houston Astros. As Warren sets, here's the first pitch. Called strike one. So Urias was acquired in a trade at the deadline from the Orioles. Thought it was a good pickup, honestly, for the Astros. And there's strike two, 0-2 now to Urias. Waiting for basketball season to start there, Susan. I hear you. Here is the 0-2. Grounded foul, still 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. To Urias as Trammell is waiting on deck. The 0-2. Foul ball. Yeah, I know you do, Cecilia. You're a 49ers fan. I know you love your 49ers. Warren sets. Here's another 0-2 pitch. Way outside as the ball goes to the backstop. 1-2 now to Urias. As Warren sets, here's the 1-2. And he struck him out looking. Let's go. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Struck him out looking. That is the second strikeout by Will Warren. And that'll bring up Taylor Trammell to the plate. First pitch, low for ball one. Find a good Niners podcast for the season. I don't know of any, to be honest with you. Yeah, Susan, I'm a Giants fan too, but yeah, I don't have a whole lot of hope for him either. As Trammell swung and missed on that pitch, it's 1-1. Pitch is in the dirt, 2-1. Ball goes to the backstop. There's got to be some 49ers podcasters out there for you there, Cecilia. They have a big fan base. There's got to be something out there. Here's the 2-1. It's a grounder fielded by Rice, and Warren hustles to first, steps on the bag for out number 2. Rice fields it, and then Warren hustles. Rice tosses it to Warren and gets the out. 2 down here in the bottom of the third, and that'll bring up Jeremy Pena to the plate with 2 outs. Yeah, it's a nightmare for the Cowboys there, Sunil. I don't know what's going on with that organization. I don't even want to know. First pitch to Pena, strike 1. Pena is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. Yeah, the Giants, they're trying to get a team going. I think there's potential there. I'm not, expecting a whole lot, right? But let's see. Foul back, 0-2. Time to play. That 2-strike horn. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Yankees up 1-0. Let's see if Warren can go 1-3 here. Let's see if Warren could get his 3rd strikeout of the game as he sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. He struck him out looking. 3rd strikeout of the game, back-to-back strikeouts for Will Warren. And just like that, we're going to the top of the 4th. The Yankees still have a 1-0 lead over the Houston Astros. So far, so good for Warren. So far, so good. And we will have Stanton, Rice, and Wells due up here in the top of the 4th. Yankees need to get some runs, though. They got to get some runs. Warren is holding his tonight. I was way too hot. Nah, you're good, Sunil. You're good. Oh, you're Lakers fan? I mean, I would have been surprised if you said any other team but the Lakers, Cecilia. I'll be honest. Yeah, so Toronto, now it's an 8-6 game. Okay, so Cincinnati trying to make a comeback. Okay. I had a fantastic day, Katie. How was your day? I think Daniel Jones is with the Colts, I want to say. My day is good, Katie. My day is really good. I have no complaints. My day is really good. No, Petruzzi. I didn't see your tweet, but DM me, bro. Please DM me. All right. So Giancarlo Stanton will be coming to the plate. He is responsible for the run on the board as he hit a solo home run, a bullet, a rocket, should I say, to left field. Petruzzi, I saw your tweet. Want to know here to Giancarlo as he's starting things off here in the top of the fourth for the Yankees. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now to Giancarlo Stanton. The 2-0. 2-1. I don't think Stanton really liked that call. Here's the 2-1. Strike two now to Stanton. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Alexander sets, here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Stanton strikes out for out number 1. That is the 5th strikeout for Alexander. The weather here, Mr. Cadil, pretty decent. It's been in the 80s this week. It certainly doesn't feel like it though. I don't feel that summer heat, but it's still warm. How's the temperature where you are, man? And here's Ben Rice, 1-0 count. As Alexander sets here on the 1-0, the pitch. Oh, called a strike. 1-1 now. I thought it was ball 2. So 1-1 count here to Rice. Here's the pitch. And that is hit into right field. So Rice with a single. A 1-out single for Ben Rice, and that'll bring up Austin Wells to the plate, who had a double in his last at-bat. Yeah, I see that, Aiden. Here we have Austin Wells, 1-0 count to Austin Wells. He's 1 for 1 with a double. As Alexander sets here on the 1-0, the pitch. It is 2-0 now to Austin Wells. Tampa Bay now up 9-0 against Seattle in the top of the 6th. As Alexander sets here on the 2-0. Here's the pitch. There's a strike, 2-1. Don't brag about what, Cecilia? The 2-1. Fouled away, 2-2. Got Anthony Volpe waiting on deck. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Wells. Runner on first, 1 out, top of the 4th. Ooh, Rice was had a pretty decent lead as Alexander threw over to first on a pickoff attempt. Almost had him, but Rice safely got back. Here's the 2-2. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Wells. Oh, the weather. Oh, I'm sorry, Cecilia. I know it's really hot over there. No hurricanes on the horizon. That's good there, Mr. Cadil. Hurricanes are never fun, man. And the 3-2 pitch. Wells hits that to that left field, and that ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Austin Wells. It's a 3-0 game. Let's a 335-foot home run from Austin Wells, and the Yankees are now leading 3-0. Let's freaking go. And that was my sleeper. What? I took a risk, and he hit a home run. That was my sleeper during the pregame. Let's freaking go. Yankees now up 3-0 here. All right, time to settle down again. Here comes Anthony Volpe to the plate. So, Yankees get their second homer of the night. This one's a 2-run home run from Austin Wells. 3-0. Here's Anthony Volpe. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. A stash bash, you got to believe it. Petruzzi. Nice, Sunil. Well, Altuve's down the left field there, sir. Yeah, Cecilia. God, you hurt my feelings. You owe me an apology, Cecilia, for picking Austin Wells. I'm just kidding. Volpe has a 2-1 count against him. Yankees up 3-0 here in the top of the fourth. Here's the pitch from Alexander. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Volpe strikes out. 2 down here in the top of the fourth. That is Alexander's 6th strikeout of the game. Altuve's DHing, Sunil, so I don't know what you're talking about. God. And here comes Ryan McMahon to the plate. So Volpe struck out for the second time tonight. Here's Ryan McMahon, who's 0 for 1. He takes ball 1. I know you're probably laughing there, Susan, that because Volpe struck out. One and 2 now to McMahon. He's 0 for 1 tonight, rounded out in his first at bat. Here's the 1-2. Pitches upstairs, 2-2. I know, Susan, I know. Oh, man. Here's the 2-2. Pitches in the third. Full count now to Ryan McMahon. Let's see if he can keep this inning alive. Toronto just scored another 9-6 game. Toronto's beating the Reds 9-6. In the top of the 8th. As Alexander sets here on the 3-2, payoff pitch coming. Here it is. And that is ripped to right field by Ryan McMahon. Let's see if he goes 2. And he will go 2. He gets a 2-out double here in the top of the fourth. Let's go. Keeps the inning alive. And now we're going to the top of the lineup. Here comes Trent Grisham to the plate. Yo, what up, Theo? Sunil says, okay, was yelling from inside the trash can, inside the dugout. Happy now? That's a lot better than where you first started, all right? Now, you made progress, Sunil. I'm so proud of you. Oh, my God. And Cleveland gets another run. They're leading 8-1 right now against the Red Sox in the top of the 8th. And Seattle finally on the board, but they're still losing 9-1 against the Mariners, top of the 6th. So, pitching coach made a trip to the mound to talk with Jason Alexander as Trent Grisham is waiting to step into the batter's box. He is 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. I'm definitely hyped for October, man. You kidding me? Are you hyped for October, Theo? All right, let's see if the Yankees could get another run. As Alexander sets here against Grisham. First pitch. Strike one. Yeah, looked like a ball. I like this umpire more than I did last night's umpire. This umpire is not bad. Last night was atrocious. Grisham just trying to get some clarification there from the on-plate umpire. But the replay, based on this replay that it showed, it looks like it was below the strike zone. As Alexander sets here on the 0-1, the pitch. That's definitely a ball, 1-1. I hope so, Sunil. Are you a Knicks fan, Theo? I'm trying to remember. Sorry, man. I'm assuming you're a Knicks fan. Pitch is fouled back, 1-2. Well, there was a no-hitter going on in the Cubs-Braves game, and it looks like the no-hitter bid is over. Oh, Toronto just put up two more. It's an 11-6 game now, so they're beating the Reds 11-6. As Alexander sets here against Grisham. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Pitch is outside, 2-2. Yeah, Boston's losing, Beagle. Whoa, you got Nuggets season tickets from who? You got a friend, a family member? What do you got, man? 2-2. And Grisham pops that one up. It's a high fly ball to center field, and the play is made by Trammell. But the Yankees do put up two more on a two-run home run by Austin Wells. Theo said family friend. Oh, that's dope, dude. Yeah, last time I went to a Nuggets game was a year ago, actually. January of 2024. Nuggets games are fun. Nuggets games are a lot of fun. Yes, he did, Beagle. Yes, he did, and I'm sure most of you in the chat were just like, this guy's crazy for picking Austin Wells as a sleeper for a home run. And guess what? I predicted right. But commercial break right now. Yankees up 3-0. The bottom of the fourth will be coming up. Make sure you all hit the like button. Let's get those likes up. Hit that subscribe button if you're new and you're watching this. And keep sharing this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Let's see where we're at for likes right now. Let's check the likes. So 31 likes. Can we get 19 more? Are there 19 people out there that have not hit the like button? Let's get the likes up, people. Let's try to get to 50 if we can. Yeah, for sure, Theo. Buckeyes, so far, so good. Hey, let me know how I could get in on your buddy's season tickets there, dude. What do I have to do there, Theo? Because I'd like to go to some Nuggets games this year. That would be fun. You're wrong on your prediction there, Sunil. God, you got to do better, man. What the heck? 12-6 now? Yeah. It looks like the Blue Jays are going to take this one against the Reds. So let's see how Will Warren does here in the bottom of the fourth. As Alvarez takes strike one. Alvarez is 1 for 1 in tonight's game. That dog's going to keep you awake there, Beagle. Pitches outside, 1-1. All right, Seattle just put up 3 more runs, so 9-4 game. Seattle trailing by 5 now against Tampa Bay. The 1-1. It's a grounder, but foul, 1-2. Let's see if Warren can get his 4th strike out of the game. And it's important for the Yankees to keep winning these games. Absolutely. Got to keep pace with the Blue Jays. Alvarez calls time. As Warren sets here on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. Pitch is in the dirt, 2-2. The 2-2. Foul ball. Still 2-2 to Alvarez. Another 2-2 pitch. Pitch is inside. Full count now to Alvarez. As Warren sets here on the 3-2. Here's the pitch. And another single for Alvarez. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Leadoff man is on for the Houston Astros. And that'll bring up Jose Altuve to the plate. Altuve 0 for 1. Let's see what he does in his second at-bat here against Will Warren. Warren sets. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1. 0-1 count here to Altuve. Warren sets here on the 0-1, the pitch. Line grounded. Oh, this could be 2. There's 1. And there's 2. A double play turn by the New York Yankees. All started with McMahon. That's how we do it. Let's go. Yeah, good job to McMahon for fielding that ball. That was a hard hit ball by Altuve. And Yankees with a double play. And that'll bring up Carlos Correa to the plate. Life is always easier with a double play, folks. The game is so much easier with a double play. Absolutely, Susan. He may not be able to do it with the bat, but he does it with the glove. And here's Carlos Correa, who struck out in his first at-bat. Strike 1. Warren sets here on the 0-1, the pitch. Foul ball, 0-2, time to play. That 2-strike home. Balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Yankees do 3-0. Let's see if Warren can get his 4th strike out of the game. He is asking for a new baseball now. He's putting his hands up like, what is going on here? All right, he's having a discussion with the umpire about something. So 1-2 count here to Correa as Warren sets. Here's the pitch. He struck him out looking. And we're going to the top of the fifth here, folks. Yankees up 3-0. That is the fourth strikeout for Will Warren. So far, so good for Will Warren. Top of the fifth coming up. Judge, Bellinger, Jazz, due up. Yeah, for sure, Susan. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? We are in a commercial break. Game will resume here momentarily. The top of the fifth will be coming up. Appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. Let's get those likes up, people. Let's hit those likes, please. Let's get the likes up. Yes, he is, Sunil. Yes, he is. Big time, dude. Yeah, he's definitely doing his thing, man. No doubt about it. Which playoff loss hurt to the Astros hurt me the most? 22, not really, man. It's a toss up between 17 and 19, honestly. I don't know. It's a toss up between those, Theo. Yeah, I'm debating between those 2 years. I would say 19 hurt, man. I would say 19 hurt. Cubs are losing 4-1. Okay. All right. So let's see if Judge could pass Yogi Berra tonight with a home run for all time. As Judge hits that ball to right field, but the play is made. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Play made by Sanchez. Yeah, 2007 because they cheated. I mean, yeah, I get that. But the thing is, though, man, it's like that team wasn't even supposed to be there, right? Like, at least that's what I heard. You know, that's what folks were saying, if I'm not mistaken. 19 hurt, though, man. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to say. Both those years sucked. But here's Cody Bellinger, who's 0 for 1 tonight with a walk as he swings and misses on that pitch, 0-2. There we got Kurt warming up in the bullpen, left-handed pitcher. 0-2. Bellinger hits that ball to left field, and that ball is caught by Alvarez for out number 2. That'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate. So here's Jazz Chisholm Jr., who's 0 for 2, struck out both times. Well, you know what, Theo? During that time, too, a lot of fans were kind of fed up with Girardi, man. And, you know, the thing is, he would publicly call out players, right? I mean, I know that used to be a thing. I get it. But he would throw players under the bus. It just, you know, it created a little bit of animosity in the clubhouse. And I like Girardi, don't get me wrong. As Jazz takes strike 2, as he did not like that call from home plate umpire. But like I said, I like Girardi, right? But Yankees eventually moved on from him. Here's the 0-2. Ball goes to the backstop, 1-2. I mean, he had another management gig after he was let go from the Yankees, and they let him go there too, man. Just saying, right? 2-2. And again, I'm not taking anything away from Joe Girardi. I think he's a good manager. He knows baseball, understands the game. I got no issues with him, but it was time to move on. Full count now to Jazz. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Let's see if Jazz can keep this inning alive. 12-8 Blue Jays. Okay. Alexander sets. Here comes the payoff. Foul ball. So another payoff pitch coming. Here it is. And Jazz rips that to right field. It is a 2-out single for Jazz Chisholm Jr. He gets his first hit of the game. Keeps the inning alive. And here comes Giancarlo Stanton, who's 1 for 2 with a solo homer. Strike 1 to Giancarlo. So Jazz leads. They're at first base. Here's the 0-1. Giancarlo lays off. 1-1 count now. Yeah, you said it, Susan. You said it. Here's the 1-1. Just misses. 2-1. Now to Giancarlo Stanton. Pickoff attempt there by Alexander as Jazz safely gets back to first. Alexander sets here on the 2-1. Here's the pitch. Giancarlo lays off. 3-1 now to Giancarlo Stanton. And Ben Rice is waiting on deck. The 3-1. It's a grounder. It's a Correa who fields it, throws to first for out number 3. And we're going to the bottom of the fifth here, folks. Yankees are still up 3-0. Number 13, if it gets retired to strike zone, who do you retire it for? Jim Lawrence, Alex Rodriguez, Jazz Chisholm Jr., or God forbid, Joey Gallo. I don't think the number 13 is going to get retired. But the bottom of the 5th will be coming up. Yankees are still leading in this game 3-0. That's probably going to do it for Alexander. He's at 98 pitches, so he went 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 6. I mean, Yankees did a much better job against him this time around, thankfully. Oh, nice deal. But we are in a commercial break. Let's get those likes up. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Keep sharing this channel out. Appreciate all the new subs. So Toronto beating Cincinnati right now, 12-9 in the bottom of the 8th. Cleveland beating the Red Sox 8-1 in the top of the 9th. The Rays are beating the Mariners 9-4 in the bottom of the 7th. So bottom of the 5th will be coming up here. Sanchez, Diaz, and Caratini will be due up. So let's pull up the game cast here. And Jesus Sanchez will lead things off here for the Astros. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. As Warren sets on the 1-0, the pitch. That is in there for a strike, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Sanchez, who's 0 for 1 in tonight's game. Warren sets here on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply right to Jazz. He fields it. Nice play by Jazz as he throws over to first for out number 1. Good job to Jazz Chisholm Jr. This will bring up Yainer Diaz, who is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. First pitch is hit into left field. Giancarlo Stanton running after it, goes over him, goes to the wall, and that'll be a 1-out double for Diaz. And that'll bring up Victor Caratini to the plate. All right, so we have a runner on second with 1 out. Caratini coming to the plate. Caratini calls time. Caratini 0 for 1 in tonight's game. First pitch. Oh, it comes off the glove of Jazz, and Houston will actually, no. There'll be runners on the corners. I thought it'd be a 3-1 game. Caratini hit that ball pretty hard. Looked like Jazz was trying to play it off that hop. Yeah, just bounced off his glove. And Diaz will stop at third. I thought maybe Diaz would have rounded third, but they got runners on the corners now, so with 1 out. So first real jam here for Will Warren tonight. And that's going to get a run in as Grisham runs back, makes the play. And Diaz will tag up. He'll score. And it's a sac fly by Urias. And it's a 3-1 game now. So the Astros are down by 2 runs with 2 outs. Runner on first. And that'll bring up Taylor Trammell to the plate. He calls time. Lou says time to pull Warren. Yeah, Warren's at 63 pitches. First pitch is fouled back, 0-1. So Warren right now only gave up the 1 run on 4 hits. Struck out 4, hasn't walked anybody tonight. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply. Jazz fields it. Nice play by Jazz. Throws over to first for out number 3. Good job to Will Warren. Only gave up the 1 run. And we're through 5. And the top of the 6th will be coming up. We are in a commercial break. I'm going to take a small break myself, folks. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll be right back. All right, we're back to the game here, folks. Looks like Stephen O'Kurt is taking over pitching duties for the Houston Astros. We have Ben Rice leading things off here in the top of the 6th. He's got an 0-1 count against him. Here's the pitch from O'Kurt. Outside, 1-1. Yankees leading this game 3-1. Toronto beating Cincinnati right now, 12-9 at the top of the 9th. And Cleveland beat Boston 8-1. And that game is over. And Rice hits that ball into center field, and that will drop for a single. Rice now 2 for 3 in tonight's game. And that'll bring up Austin Wells to the plate. So Toronto just scored another run. It's a 13-9 game now against Cincinnati. Here's Austin Wells, 2 for 2 tonight with a double and a 2-run home run. First pitch is a strike. As Cortes sets here on the 0-1. Here's the pitch. Wells hits that ball into left field. That ball is off the wall. And Rice will go to third, and it is a double for Austin Wells. Wells is having himself a night. He is 3 for 3 in tonight's game. We got runners on second and third now with Volpe coming to the plate. Volpe's 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Well, Wells gets his second double of the game. That is his third hit of the night. So good at bat there by Austin Wells. Nicely done. Let's see what Volpe does. Richard Chin, they got to figure that part out, man. I don't know. They got to figure that part out. It's going to be tough. They got to be ready. They got to be ready, just like how they got to be ready for this series. They got to be ready for the Blue Jays, man. The Blue Jays are a tough team. So let's see if the Yankees could put up some runs here. 1-0 to Volpe. So runners on second and third, nobody out. Volpe at the plate. It's a 1-0 count against him. Susan does not have a good feeling about Volpe. The 1-0. Foul ball. 1-1. So Volpe's at-bats against left-handed pitching, pretty good, pretty decent. 264 batting average, 763 OPS, 4 homers. Against right-handed bats, not so great as he fouls off that pitch. It's 1-2. Ryan McMahon waiting on deck for the Yankees. The Yankees have to put up another run here, at least another run. Runner second and third with nobody out. Here's the 1-2. Pitch is low for ball 2, 2-2 now. As Cortes sets. Here's the 2-2. And Volpe swings and misses for strike 3. He is 0 for 3 tonight. That is it. He has struck out 3 times tonight. So Volpe not having a great night at the plate. That'll bring up Ryan McMahon to the plate. Ryan McMahon 1 for 2. So here's Ryan McMahon at the plate. First pitch. And that is hit into center field. Caught by Trammell. Tagging up is Ben Rice. And it is now a 4-1 game. That's a sac fly for Ryan McMahon. The Yankees get another run. There's other ways of getting a run besides the home run here, folks. It's one way of doing it. But Trammell almost misread that ball. So now it's a 4-1 game. Here comes Trent Grisham to the plate with a runner on second. Wells is still at second base with 2 outs. Yankees get another run. It's a 4-1 game now with 2 outs. Here's Trent Grisham at the plate. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. As Cortes sets here on the 0-1. Here's the pitch. Pitch is low for 1-1. Grisham 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. The 1-1. 2-1 now to Trent Grisham. They have Astros have Ort warming up in the bullpen, right-handed pitcher. As Okert sets here on the 2-1 to pitch. Called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Trent Grisham. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second, top of the 6th. Yankees leading 4-1. Let's see if Grisham can keep this inning alive. Let's see if they can get another run. As Okert sets, here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Grisham strikes out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Top of the lineup coming up for the Houston Astros. So we should see Will Warren back on the mound. So Will Warren right now at 66 pitches, so he should be back out here in the bottom of the 6th. So Warren so far pitching a good game, so let's see if he can continue it. I think I don't see a reason why he shouldn't be. He's at 66 pitches. I mean, I wouldn't go to the bullpen just yet. So he'll be facing the top of the lineup 3rd time in a row, so let's see what he does. But we are in a commercial break. Once again, folks, appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Keep sharing this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all the new subscribers. So the bottom of the 9th between the Blue Jays and Reds, and the Blue Jays are winning 13-9 in the bottom of the 9th against the Reds. So let's see if the Reds have any sort of comeback in them. And the Rays are beating the Mariners 9-4 in the bottom of the 8th. And the bottom of the 6th will be starting here momentarily. All right, 54 called strikes this season for Will Warren. He leads the American League. I did not know that. Good stuff. Oh, 54 called strikeouts. 54 called strikeouts. That's pretty freaking good. All right, top of the lineup coming up for the Houston Astros. Jeremy Pena will be coming up. We'll lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th for the Astros. Here's the first pitch. And Pena drills that ball deep into left field, and that is gone. It is now a 4-2 game. So Pena leads things off here in the bottom of the 6th with a home run. That is his 15th home run of the season for Jeremy Pena. It's a 4-2 game, and that'll bring up Yordan Alvarez to the plate. Well, I got Fernando Cruz warming up in the bullpen right now. So I'd say if he gives up a hit here, yeah, I'd probably say take him out. Looks like they're having a meeting on the mound with Warren. Actually, Boone is making a call right now. Looks like he's seen enough. right, so that'll bring in Fernando Cruz to the game as we have a pitching change. So Warren's outing. 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, struck out 4. I'd say not bad. You know, I'd say he had a good outing against Houston. Now, let me know what you all think. Yeah, Ace, I agree. Not a bad outing at all. I agree. Not a bad outing at all. I'll take that from Warren. Now it's up to the bullpen to hold it down. So Fernando Cruz will be coming in to face the Astros. They'll be facing Alvarez, Altuve, Correa. Great to have Cruz back. I'll say that, man. That guy was he was missing big time in that Yankees bullpen. Yeah, exactly, Susan. Hopefully they can hold it down. I got you, Cecilia. Let's see how Cruz does. So Cruz has been decent since he came back from his IL stint. Let's see how he does against the Astros. And he will be facing Yordan Alvarez, who is 2 for 2 in tonight's game. Swing and a miss. Oh and 1 here to Yordan Alvarez. And that is hit to center field. Stanton running back goes over his head. That is going to be the 3rd hit for Alvarez, and he will get a double this time. So it's a double for Alvarez. He's 3 for 3. And that'll bring up Altuve to the plate. Altuve takes strike 1. Altuve is 0 for 2 tonight. There's a bunt. Oh, ball gets away to the backstop. And Alvarez will go to 3rd now. Ball went right in between Wells' legs. It's 1-1 here to Altuve, so a little bit of trouble here for the Yankees in this inning. Another one in the dirt, blocked by Wells, so Cruz needs to settle down here. There's Carlos Correa waiting on deck. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Ground ball. They're going to throw. Oh, nope. They're going to throw to first, get the out. So now the Astros do get another run. Or, yeah, they do get another run. That's what I thought. So now the Yankees are up by 1 run. Now it's a 4-3 game. I thought McMahon would have thrown home, honestly, but here's Carlos Correa, who's 0 for 2 in tonight's game. He struck out twice. First pitch. Strike 1. So 0-1 here to Correa as Cruz sets here on the 0-1 to pitch. Foul ball 0-2. So Yankees are up by 1 run now, so it's a 4-3 game. And Toronto beats Cincinnati 13-9, so the Yankees want to keep it at 2.5 games. They got to win tonight's game. As Cruz sets on the 0-2 to pitch. Swing and a miss. Correa strikes out for the 3rd time. That is the 2nd out of the inning. All right, and here is Jesus Sanchez at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in tonight's game. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. As Cruz sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch. Another foul ball, 0-2. Time to plate that 2-strike horn. 4 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, Yankees lead 4-3. Let's see if Cruz could get out of this inning. Cruz with the long set. The pitch in the dirt, 1-2. And Luke Weaver warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. Cruz sets here on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. That's a bullet to right field. Sanchez keeps the inning alive, and good job to Bellinger. So it was a single, 2-out single by Sanchez. Didn't let that ball go to the wall. He could have gone for 2 there, but Bellinger didn't let the ball go to the wall. And that'll bring up Yainer Diaz to the plate. So the tying run right now is at first base here, folks. So a little bit of a danger here. Yeah, I saw that, Brandon Lee. So it looks like Matt Blake is out there trying to settle down Cruz. So Diaz is at the plate. I'm getting a little nervous too, as you should be. All right, and here we go. Cruz sets here on the first pitch against Diaz, and here it is. It is ball 1. 1-0. Cecilia. Cruz sets here on the 1-0, the pitch. It's a grounder, bounces off his glove, but Cruz picks it up, tosses it to first for out number 3. But the Astros do put up 2 more. Judge, Bellinger, Jazz due up. Top of the 7th coming up. We're in a commercial break. Make sure you all hit the like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out. I'm going to take another commercial break. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. So top of the 7th. What up, Infernus? What's going on, dude? What's going on? Thanks for popping in there, bud. Aaron Judge will start things off here in the top of the 7th. Here's Caleb Ort, who is going to take over pitching duties here for the Astros. Yeah, Yankees gotta put up some runs here. This is it. Judge is 0 for 3 in tonight's game. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Judge. Oh, 1. 0-2 now to Judge. The 0-2. And Judge hits that ball into center field, and Chamberlain running to make the play. Judge 0 for 4 tonight. He went down now in the top of the 7th. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger. I don't know why he's swinging at the first pitch tonight. I mean, he didn't in this at-bat, but the other at-bats he did. And Cody Bellinger's at the plate. He's 0 for 2 in tonight's game. He shows bunt. Strike 1 to Bellinger. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Cody Bellinger. So Weaver's warming up in the bullpen, so he'll probably come in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 0-2. Pitches inside. 1-2 now to Cody Bellinger. All right, have a good night there, John. Thanks for popping in. The 1-2. Pitches in the dirt. 2-2 now to Cody Bellinger. Yankees have the lead. They're only up by 1 run. So Yankees have a well-rested bullpen, so they got a lot of options. As Ort sets, here's the 2-2. Bellinger pops that up to center field. Snell is right there, and he makes the play for out number 2. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate. Chisholm is 1 for 3 tonight. Let's see if Jazz could keep this inning alive. And King is warming up in the bullpen for the Astros, left-handed pitcher. Ort sets here against Jazz. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1. And Jazz pops that one up. Left side. Who's going to make the play? Looks like it's going to be Correa. He makes the play for out number 3. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th. Yankees are leading 4-3. They're only up by a run. Caratini, Urias, Trammell will be due up. And it is the 7th inning stretch. I'm going to leave you all with some tunes. I'm going to take another break. I'll be right back. Let's leave you all with some tunes. And we'll be right back, folks. I'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back to the game. Bottom of the 7th, Luke Weaver in for the Yankees. He will pitch here in the bottom of the 7th against Caratini, Urias, and Trammell. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. 0-1 to Caratini. So the Yankees are up by 1 run. It's a 4-3 game. They're trying to protect the lead here as Caratini calls time. So Weaver sets here on the 0-1 against Caratini. Here's the pitch. Line to left, and that is a single for Caratini. So the Astros get their leadoff man on here in the top of the 7th. The tying run is on first base, and that'll bring up Ramon Urias to the plate. It looks like we got a pinch runner. Jacob Melton is the pinch runner for the Astros. And we're at 38 likes, folks. Let's try to get to 50 likes if we can. If there's anybody out there that has not hit the like button, let's get those likes up on this live stream. I would greatly appreciate it. As Urias bunts, but it's fouled back, 0-1. Due up in the 8th will be Giancarlo, Rice, and Wells in the top of the 8th. Let's see if the Yankees can protect the lead here. They're up by 1. Once again, tying run at first base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th as Weaver sets here on the 0-1. Here's the pitch. 0-2 now to Urias. I'm not comfortable with a 1-run lead. I never am, dude. I never am, Dom Anthony. I'll tell you that much. Weaver sets here on the 0-2 to pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. One down. And that'll bring up Taylor Trammell, who is 0 for 2 in tonight's game. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Got him with the changeup. Double play would be perfect here. And Camilo Doval warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. And Warren, pickoff attempt to first. As Melton gets back. Warren sets here on the 0-1 against Trammell. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, 0-2. Warren sets here on the 0-2 to pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. The game is now a nail biter. Right, Cecilia? Yeah, let's see what happens. That would be awesome. As Weaver sets here on the 1-2 against Trammell. Here's the pitch. And that is hit into center field. Grisham is right there. Makes the play for out number 2 as Melton runs back to first. And we're back to the top of the lineup. That'll bring up Jeremy Pena to the plate. Jeremy Pena, 1 for 3, had a solo home run in the 6th. So runner on first, 2 outs. Here's Jeremy Pena as Weaver sets. First pitch outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Got him with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Alvarez is waiting on deck. Got to avoid him. He's been hitting well tonight. As Warren sets here on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. Ooh, didn't get the strike call. It's 2-1 now to Pena. Looked like it was right on the line there. I've seen a lot of umpires call that one a strike. Like Warren steps off, or Weaver steps off. Weaver sets on the 2-1. Ooh, inside, 3-1. I don't know why I keep saying Weaver. Both start with a W. I don't know. Celia pulling and twirling her hair. I understand. So Duvall warming up in the Yankees bullpen. Weaver sets here on the 3-1 to pitch. Ball 4. So runners on first and second. That's going to bring up Alvarez. And Alvarez has been on a roll. And it looks like Matt Blake's going to come out to talk with Weaver. Because Alvarez is 3 for 3 tonight. A double and 2 singles. And the tying run is on second base right now, folks. So buckle up. So it's going to be a very intense at-bat here. If the Yankees could get out of this, that would be awesome, man. We are at 43 likes, folks. We need 7 more likes to 50. Are there 7 people out there that have not hit the like button? Let's get those likes. All right. So big moment, big at bat here. Let's see if Weaver can survive it. Tying run at second base. Alvarez is at the plate. Weaver sets here on the first pitch. 1-0 to Alvarez. Weaver sets. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1 now to Alvarez. The 1-1. And that is a hit to left field. And Stenton throws home. And it is a tie game, folks. And oh my God, runners on second and third now. It's a tie game here, folks. It's a 4-4 game. This was exactly what I was worried about. Oh man, I didn't know. Oh God. Alvarez 4 for 4 now. That'll bring up Altuve to the plate. Not what we wanted, folks. Not the result we wanted. So 1-0 to Altuve. Altuve won 0 for 3 in tonight's game. The 1-0. Pitch is high, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Jose Altuve with 2 outs. We have runners on second and third. It's a tie game. Here's the 2-0. And Altuve bunts. It's a foul ball. 2-1 now to Jose Altuve. Let's hope so, CeeLo. Let's hope so. As long as the Yankees win, man. As long as they win, that's all I care about. You know what I mean? That's all I care about in this game. Runners on second and third. The 2-1 outside, 3-1 now to Altuve. Correa waiting on deck. Weaver sets here on the 3-1 to pitch. That is popped up right field. Bellinger running back, still going back. He makes the play for out number 3. But the Astros do tie it up. We're going to the top of the 8th. Stanton, Rice, and Wells will be due up. It's a tie game. Yanks got to do something here. They got to do something here. They got to get some runs. This is it. They got to make it happen. They got to make it happen. At least the Astros didn't take the lead. I'll take that. But, 4-4 game. Astros are right back in this thing. So, Yankees gotta wake up now. Yankees bats, the time is now. Just a little fun fact while we're in a commercial break, the Yankees have 6 players with 20-plus home runs this season, most for any team in 2025. I think that's pretty cool. But bottom line, Yankees got to win. I mean, cool little stat, cool little fact. But let's see what the Yankees bats got to come alive, man. And I got Caleb Ort. Let's see if he's back on the mound, or are they going to bring in somebody else? They had King warming up in the bullpen. Yeah, probably Duvall coming in the bottom of the 8th, more than likely, since he was warming up. So, Weaver's night's going to be over. Oh, named that Yankee. 99 to 2010. Who was that? Oh, okay. I don't know if anybody caught that. I didn't catch it. But the answer was Lance Berkman. Boston did lose, Dom Anthony. Yes. That's funny, Desiree. Yeah, Desiree, I put mine on auto draft. I just picked mine all auto pick, so I might have to make a few changes. So all right. It looks like Brian King is going to be the pitcher for the Houston Astros. I believe he's a left-handed pitcher. So Christian Walker takes over at first base. Yep, this is a left-handed pitcher. Swing and a miss there by Giancarlo, 0-1. So you might see Paul Goldschmidt maybe come up to bat for Ben Rice. I could see something like that happening. So 0-1 here to Giancarlo. Top of the 8th here, folks. 4-4 game. Let's see if the Yankees could take the lead, retake the lead. Pitch is inside, 1-1. As King sets here on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. And popped up. Right side. Looks like Walker's right there. Makes the play. 1 down. So let's see if there's a pinch hitter here for Ben Rice. He is 2 for 3 in tonight's game. Oh, looks like they're going to... Okay. So maybe for Austin Wells... So Ben Rice is 2 for 3, and he takes strike 1. Here's the 0-1. It's a little grounder, hit to second. Urias fields it, throws to first. That is out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the 8th. And I'll bring up Austin Wells. Well, 3 for 3. Well, I'd take what I said back. I mean, both of those guys were having good games. And Wells especially. I mean, 3 for 3 game. Oh, my God. They got Devin Williams warming up in the bullpen. Strike 1 to Austin Wells. Here's the 1. And Wells hits a grounder right to Walker. He'll take it himself for out number 3. That was a quick inning. Yankees go down in order. Bottom of the 8th coming up here, folks. Man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's just not what we wanted. But the Yankees, Desiree, I would have said Paul Goldschmidt, and then Goldschmidt could take over at first, and then Rice could catch. I mean, Wells was 3 for 3 tonight, so maybe I thought maybe Boone thought why not just leave Wells in there, 3 for 3 game. 2 doubles and a 2-run homer. Rice was 2 for 3 in tonight's game. I would have put Goldschmidt in there for one of those guys. But bottom of the 8th coming up here, folks. Correa, Sanchez, and Diaz will be due up. So let's see if the Yankees could keep this at a 4-4 game. Hopefully the Astros don't take the lead here. Let's get those likes up, people. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Keep sharing this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. This game's definitely a nail biter. We are at 45 likes. Can we get 5 more likes? Are there 5 people out there that have not hit the like button? Yeah, feel better, Desiree. Feel better. Sorry about the lupus. So Carlos Rodon versus Christian Javier tomorrow, folks. That is the pitching matchup for tomorrow night's game. It's Tomorrow night's game will start a little bit earlier, about a half hour earlier than the last two nights. And here's Devin Williams, folks. Hang on to your seats. So let's see if Devin Williams can keep this a tie game here. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. So Correa is 0 for 3, struck out in all three at bats. Here's the 0-1. Foul back, 0-2. Williams sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Did he go? He did not. First base umpire said he held up. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Carlos Correa. Line drive, and that is hit to the wall. That's going to be a double for Correa. So a leadoff double here for the Astros as Correa is on with a leadoff double. So the Astros get their leadoff man on, and that'll bring up Jesus Sanchez to the plate. So Sanchez is 1 for 3 in tonight's game. Want to know here to Sanchez. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Diaz is waiting on deck for the Astros. As Williams sets here on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's got to be a strike. No, he did not go. Okay. 2-1 now. I thought that was a strike personally, even though he didn't go. But nevertheless, 2-1. Williams sets here on the 2-1 to pitch. 3-1 now to Sanchez. And he walked him. So a double given up, now a walk given up. Runners on first and second. So things are looking pretty dicey right now. That'll bring up Yainer Diaz to the plate. Diaz is 1 for 3 in tonight's game. All right, first pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Wells. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Grounded foul. Still 1-2. Camilo Duvall warming up in the bullpen. Here's the 1-2. 2-2. Oh boy, man, that's getting nerve-wracking right here, folks. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the eighth, 4-4 game. 2-2 count here to Diaz as Williams sets the 2-2. Foul ball. Got Christian Walker waiting on deck. Williams looks back at second. Here's the 2-2. Another foul ball. Diaz is battling here. We are at 45 likes, folks. Can we get 5 more likes? 5 more likes to 50. You got Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen now with Camilo Duvall. As Williams sets, another 2-2 pitch coming. Here it is. Another foul ball. So a little bit of a battle going on here between Diaz and Williams. I still kind of think Warren was taken out just a little too early, but that's just me. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out after a long battle. First strike out here, or first out here in the inning. So after a long battle, Williams wins that one. And it looks like Matt Blake is out there talking with Devin Williams. And Christian Walker is coming to the plate. Oh, a double play would do wonders here. Double play would do freaking wonders here. Oh, my goodness. So runners on first and second still, 1 out, bottom of the eighth. Brings up Christian Walker. I got my questions, Brad. I got my questions there, CeeLo. Trust me, man. I'm not happy with some of the decision making tonight. It's 1-0 here to Walker. Here's the 1-0. It's 1-1. Oh yeah, forgot my own rule. If it's a tie game after 0-0, I take my hat off. So it's 4-4. So for those of you that don't know, if I wear a hat during the game, the Yankees are winning, the hat stays on. If it's a tie game after 0-0, the hat stays off. When they're losing, the hat stays off. So it's 2-1 now to Walker. So good job to Wells not letting that ball go to the backstop. Williams sets here on the 2-1 to pitch. 3-1 now to Walker. Three 3-2. It's a full count now to Walker. We are at 47 likes, folks. We are 3 likes away from 50. Can we get to 50 likes? Yeah, I know, Cecilia, but the 3-2. Oh, ball 4. Oh, my God. He didn't get the – oh, my God. The bases are loaded, man. And here comes Ramon Urias to the plate. Oh, it's just getting worse. Just off the plate, man. Yeah, Williams kind of arguing with the umpire there. He's not agreeing with that call, which I totally get, man. But oh my God, bases loaded, 1 out. Here's Urias, so things could blow up here, folks. First pitch, ball 1. We are 2 likes away from 50. Can we get 2 more likes? Can we hit 50 likes? I would greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Appreciate all the new subs. The 1-0. Foul ball, 1-1. So 1-1 count here to Urias as Williams sets here on the 1-1 to pitch. It's a grounder. It's a foul ball. It's 1-2 now to Urias. This feels like a playoff game right now, like an elimination. Abreu is warming up in the Astros bullpen. As Williams sets here on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Volpe, McMahon, Grisham will be due up in the top of the 9th. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Holy smokes. What? Out of the inning. That was a big strikeout. And that brings up Taylor Trammell. So still need to get out of this jam. Trammell is 0 for 3 tonight, so still a little bit of trouble here for Devin Williams. First pitch is low for ball 1. So 30 pitches for Devin Williams. The 1-0, 2-0. So bases loaded, 2 outs, 4-4 game, bottom of the 8th, 2-0 count here to Trammell. As Williams sets, here's the pitch, 3-0 now. Oh, man. That should have been a strike. That replay says it should have been a strike, but what do I know? Big pitch coming up, 3-0. As Williams sets, here's the pitch. There's a strike, 3-1. We are 2 likes away from 50, folks. Are there 2 people in the chat that have not hit the like button? Let's get 2 more likes. Let's get that 50. The 3-1. And he walked them, and they freaking take the lead. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God, man. And the Astros take a 5-4 lead. Are you kidding me? Well, that's going to bring Boone out. Yeah, that pitch was definitely low. Yeah, Boone was kind of barking at the home plate umpire there as he was making his way out. So Williams is thrown out of the game or what? So Pena, Alvarez, Altuve, top of the lineup coming up here. Not what we wanted, man. Well, we're in a commercial break, so pitch and change. Oh my goodness. That was frustrating here, folks. Yarbrough's on vacation, something. But it's a 5-4 game, folks, and the Astros are now leading. Yeah, Ricky, I mean, it's kind of looking that way at the moment. I hate to say it. Just some of the pitching decisions, I'm like, I don't know, man. Cecilia says, hard to listen to. I can't imagine having to watch it. Yeah, well, I guess I'm not like a lot of fans where they just start cursing at the TV. Well, it looks like Boone was the one who was thrown out. So Boone is getting his money's worth. Yep. But I gotta, you gotta defend Boone here, right? I mean, this umpire was calling a lot of those pitches strikes. He was. It's a fact. I mean, yeah, I can't blame Boone for getting mad. Yeah, Boone is angry. He's just going after everybody. He's like, I don't care. Oh, I love it. Say what, Cecilia? What? Don't you dare say it. What? Say what? God. All right, I guess it's Camilo Duvall. Let's see if he can get the final out here. God, this has just been a freaking miserable inning. My God. Well, here's Jeremy Pena, who's 1 for 3. All right, folks, the live stream just hit 50 likes. Thank you all so much for helping the live stream hit 50 likes. You guys and gals are the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's a grounder, foul ball. 0-1. Yeah, Williams had some words with the umpire, with the home plate umpire, as he was getting taken out of the game. Did Williams get thrown out too, though? Oh, that's what I'm wondering. Line drive, and another run will score. So it's a 6-4 game now. Bases loaded. RBI for Jeremy Pena, and that'll bring up Yordan Alvarez, who's just been red hot tonight. He's 4 for 4. Oh, my God, man. So things are about to get real ugly now. Could get real ugly. There's a balk? What? Yeah, this is it. 7-4 game. What is 7-4 games, second and third now? What is going on here? Like, I don't understand how that was a balk. I am so confused. It looks like there's some pitch comm issues. What's up, Joseph? All right, see you, Susan. Wow. Yeah, all I could do is just shake my head right now, man. This is just absolutely disgusting. So Oswald is talking with the home plate umpire. Now he's talking with the first base umpire. I don't even know what's going on in this game anymore. All right, well, now we got runners on second and third. Houston winning 7-4. Here's Alvarez at the plate. Foul ball, 0-1. One and one, pitches in the dirt. And that one's going to get away, and that's going to score another run. Now it's an 8-4 game. Yeah, this is just going from bad to worse, man. Now we got a runner on third, so Pena's at third base now. Yeah, can we just make this worse? Is that possible? Is that yeah? Here's the 2-1, 3-1 now to Alvarez. There's a strike. It's a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Alvarez. And payoff pitch coming. Foul ball. Ground ball hit to Jazz. Finally, this inning is over. My God. What a miserable inning that was. It's an 8-4 game. The Yankees are down by 4. Do they have a comeback in them? Oh, I'm gonna play the boos right here, right now. The crowd's gonna boo. Get ready. That's my wife. That's my YouTube too. Oh my God. Yeah, the Yankees definitely. Yeah, they did give this game away, man. That's terrible. Wow. Yeah, this has been a frustrating game, but yeah, the Yankees are down 8-4. I mean, do they have a comeback? Excellent sound effects. Appreciate you, CeeLo. Aiden's been waiting for the booze. I was waiting for the commercial. Yeah, Dodgers lose to a below 500 Pirates team, and the Yankees losing to the Astros. I mean, shoot, I don't know what's going on with the Dodgers there, dude. I'm at a loss there. I really am. But the top of the ninth will begin here momentarily. So Yankees have one more game against the Astros tomorrow. That game will be at 7:40 Eastern Standard Time. And then they go back to Yankee Stadium on a 3-game set against the Toronto Blue Jays. Mauricio Dubon is in left field. And it looks like Jason Dominguez will be pinch hitting. So Dominguez pinch hitting for Volpe. Looks like Diaz talking with Abreu there. So let's see if the Yankees have any sort of comeback in them. It's going to be it's hard. As Dominguez takes strike one. So Dominguez pinch hitting for Volpe. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. As Abreu sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hit to second. Urias fields it, throws over to first for out number 1. 1 down here in the top of the 9th. And that'll bring up Ryan McMahon to the plate. If there's anybody in the chat that has not hit the like button, let's get those likes up. We already broke 50. Do appreciate it. Strike one to McMahon. Thank you to all the new subscribers. If you're new when you're watching this, hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing this channel. One and one here to McMahon. McMahon 1 for 2 in tonight's game, a double and a sac fly. 1-1. There is a base hit for Ryan McMahon, so it's a 1-out single. He's 2 for 3 in tonight's game, and that'll take us back to the top of the lineup. Trent Grisham coming to the plate now. Yeah, a deck of cards, right, Robert? And here's Trent Grisham. He's 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch, 1-0. Aaron Judge waiting on deck. Aaron Judge is not having a good night. He's 0 for 4 tonight. The 1-0. And Grisham fouls that back, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. 2-1 now to Grisham. 54 likes. Nice. Oh, Cecilia. The 2-1. That is popped up, foul territory, out of play. Count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. And swing and a miss. Grisham strikes out. That is the second out of the inning, and that's going to bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. It's all up to him to try and keep this game alive. 3 flyouts and a fielder's choice for Judge. So Judge did not have a great night tonight. And the first pitch is called a strike. 0-1. Yo 1. 0-2. Judge down to his final strike. As Volpe, Wells, and Goldschmidt looking on from the Yankee dugout. As Abreu sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Ball gets away. No. Nice stop there by Diaz. It's 1-2 now to Aaron Judge. As Abreu sets here on the 1-2, here's the pitch. Up and in, 2-2. The 2-2, rounded foul. See you, Robert. How are you doing, Bill? How's your night? Another 2-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. The 2-2 and ripped into center field, and that will drop. So we got McMahon moving over to third as Judge gets his first hit of the night. We got runners on first and third with Cody Bellinger coming to the plate. The Yankees trying to keep this game alive. They're trying to make something happen here. It's going to bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. Right, Bill? Bellinger 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. First pitch. Foul back. 0-1. We got Jazz waiting on deck. And Judge will take second on a defensive indifference. So now we got runners on second and third with 2 outs. 1-1 count here to Cody Bellinger. And Bellinger pops that one up out of play. 1-2. The 1-2. 2-2. 2-2. Full count now to Bellinger. The 3-2. That one's driven deep into right field. And that ball is gone. It's a 3-run home run by Cody Bellinger. Holy crap. It's an 8-7 game. Let's go. 27th home run of the season for Cody Bellinger. 99.9 exit velo, 381-foot home run. And the Yankees are now down by 1. Holy smokes. And that brings up Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate. And a solo home run ties this whole thing up here, folks. It's 1-0 here to Jazz as Abreu sets on the 1-0 the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Nice catch by that fan. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Stanton's waiting on deck. Looks like Jazz calls time. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. The 2-2. Full count. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Jazz. What an interesting top of the ninth this is. Payoff pitch coming here from Abreu. Here it is. And Jazz strikes out looking. He did not like that call. And Jazz is getting up frustrated with the home plate umpire. He's yelling at him. But the Yankees lose this game 8-7. Well, Yankees tried making a comeback that got interesting. They lose this game by 1 run. But yeah, Jazz went after him for sure. Well, Devin Williams gets the loss. And it wasn't a strike. The replay is showing that. So Jazz has every right to be frustrated. So Yankees are now 3.5 games behind the Blue Jays. But they're still ahead of the Red Sox in the wild card standings. Well, unfortunately, the Yankees lose this one. Yeah, no, trust me, you should be happy you didn't see the pitch. Yeah, the ABS system needs to get here quick. But long story short, the Yankees lost this game 8-7. They tried making a comeback there. That was, big 3-run blast there by Cody Bellinger, but unfortunately it was just too little too late. I don't know. There's definitely some questions, no doubt, man, when it comes to tonight's game. But, yeah, man, there was a lot of frustration. There was just some questions, definitely, especially with the pitching. I didn't really understand some of the decisions that were made there. But the Yankees lose this one, so let's hope that the Yankees can win tomorrow night. Carlos Rodon will be on the mound tomorrow for the Yankees, so let's see how he performs against the Astros tomorrow night. So tomorrow night's game will be at 7:40 Eastern Standard Time. I'll be here. So let's hope the Yankees can take the series. So as long as they take the series, that's all I care about. Yeah, it was a bad loss, man. But, we knew this was going to be a tough stretch of games. But, yeah, man. But it's all good. Not good, but let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully, like I said, the Yankees can take the series. But folks in the chat, I'm going to shut it down. You need a shoulder to cry on for you, Cecilia. I'm sorry. Yeah. But anyway, folks, I'm going to close this one out. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I know it's late for a lot of you. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. If you're watching this on a rerun, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, folks. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Keep sharing this channel out, folks. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I'll see you all tomorrow night. And as always, let's go Yankees.